Welcome to AutoSens, the world's leading community for ADAS and autonomous vehicle technology development. We create best-in-class events, training, and information for the purpose of connecting the global community of scientists, engineers, and other automotive industry experts. Joining us, returning to AutoSens, Kirsten Matheus, Senior Expert for In-Vehicle Networking Technologies at BMW Group. And Kirsten, welcome back to AutoSens. Good to see you, friend.
Good to see you, Carl.
Kirsten, take us through your role at BMW Group. Tell us about the work that you do and some of the exciting things that you're working on right now.
Mm-hmm. So at BMW, I'm responsible for the strategy of in-vehicle networking technologies. And that means I have to look well ahead of time, about 10 years ahead of time, to identify what needs in communication we might have at 10 years, or we want to go into series production with in 10 years, and then start getting the technology, maybe standardization, getting the parts, getting the ecosystem up, and then making it happen, bringing it into series production.
Excellent, excellent. And you'll be presenting this year at AutoSens, both in Detroit and in Barcelona. Kirsten, tell us what we can look forward to there.
Mm-hmm. We're at the moment standardizing a technology that's called ASA Motion Link. ASA standing for Automotive Service Alliance. The specification of this technology has been completed for a number of years, and since we've seen the first engineering samples for this technology, we have been showing it also at the AutoSens at previous events, and for every event, we sort of bring up the latest trends and the latest developments for this technology. So it's asymmetric high-speed communication. It was designed to effectively and efficiently connect cameras, displays, and other sensors that need this high-speed communication. And we started with, the very first event where we showed this, we had the first link that was shown, the second link with the first interoperability, more cameras, different imager vendors, different platforms which process the data. And this year, for the first time, we will have in Detroit, next to Sony, Microchip, Aviva Links, JL Semi as companies. We will have for the first time Realtek showing their product in Detroit. And then when we come to Barcelona, we will have more silicon vendors upcoming, and we will show more of them in the setup. So whoever is there with new cameras, new tier ones, or new tools, whatever is new will be at our booth showing the ecosystem growing.
And in addition to your booth demonstrations, one of your colleagues is giving a presentation at AutoSens Detroit 2025. So Kirsten, tell us a little bit about that presentation. Give us a preview of what we can look forward to.
Mm-hmm. One of the changes that comes with all the electronics in car is the increasing need for security. And so he will talk about security in the context of sensor connectivity. And of course, the ASA Motion Link as a technology specifically addresses security as one of the needs that was envisioned well ahead of time that we needed. And he will emphasize, from his perspective, he's a security expert from BMW. He will emphasize in more detail how that affects the architecture in the car and why it's so important.
Kirsten, whenever we have a chance to meet and to talk like this, one of the things I always enjoy is that you are an established author and you have 2 books that you have written. So tell us about the 2 books that you have authored, my friend.
So the first book I've authored is together with Thomas Koenigseder, who is the inventor of automotive Ethernet, I would say. The book is called Automotive Ethernet. It covers, it sort of brings together the two worlds. So it was written for automotive people who want to know more about Ethernet, and it was written for Ethernet people who want to know more about automotive and how it all comes together. And that book is now in the third edition, and it has been translated into Chinese and Japanese in case somebody wants to have it in original language. And the second book is called Automotive High-Speed Communication, and it's dedicated to also it's not dedicated to this one technology, but it's dedicated to the applications, how it's needed into every single aspect of the high-speed communication use cases you have in the cars, and that includes the communication technologies.
Kirsten Matheus, Senior Expert for In-Vehicle Networking Technologies at BMW Group. Always a pleasure to have you with us. Looking forward to seeing you in Detroit for AutoSens USA 2025, seeing your demonstrations and hearing from your colleague that presentation. AutoSens USA, Detroit, June 10th through the 12th at the Huntington Place, downtown in the Motor City. Kirsten, until then, thank you for being with us virtually.
Thank you too, and join us at booth 212 in Huntington Place. Thank you very much.
For more information on BMW Group and to learn more about Kirsten's books, see the links in the description. And to find out more about our upcoming events, visit auto-sense.com. That's auto-sense.com. For more in-depth interviews like this, subscribe to the AutoSense YouTube channel and follow AutoSense on LinkedIn. In Detroit, on behalf of AutoSense, I'm Carl Anthony.